I guess he got upset to the point where he did it. I was not behind that, and I thought it was. I didn't think it was the right thing to do. But anyway, people, they operate and they respond differently. Me, I couldn't give two toots. You know what I mean?
I get it. Like I said, everybody's individual, man. So we're gonna think individually. But I don't even want to go there. I can go there and go down that path. But you know what? With people, they accuse. Like the accusers, man. All people start accusing somebody else of doing something wrong, what they don't like or anything else, but in their own little pack of their own friends and different things. It's okay for them to do it, but not for somebody else to do it, so they got double standards anyway. And just don't be a false accuser. You'll be fine, man. I don't worry about a small change like that. They do that all the time. They're like little wannabe bullies there, so I don't get it. I don't care. I don't want to know. I'll just leave it alone. Let them do what they want to do. I'll do what I want to do. It ain't going to change for them. I didn't do it for him. I just did it for, out of respect of anything, Because I did talk to other friends out there, like Dan. Dan was the one who kind of got me how I tune the amp and different things, and I just did a little bit of readjusting, that's all. I did it because of my friends, not because of them, by no means. Because I've been running that radio the same way for 2 years.
Hey, Paulie.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, this is the best that I've heard you sound in a long, long time, Aaron. You sound like what am I trying to think of here? You sound like you sounded when I first started talking to you a long time ago.
I probably was running the Kenwood back then. I had the Kenwood 570, then I bought this off the stand, W4 TSO, and it's kind of set up the way he had it set up, and I kind of ran it that way for a while.
It does. It sounds good. I mean, it's got good fidelity. It sounds like your voice, and I'm watching your signal, and you're only running about a 3, around a 3. I mean, that's close enough. I mean, I can't get it. I have to read between the lines, so it sounds super.
I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm willing to try or help out anybody, man. And I would have never did it for none of them, by no means. I would have probably tried to open up wider, knowing myself. Sometimes I get a little bit stubborn. But no, I did it because you and me talked, and we talked about tuning the amp, and good as the way you said, I see the difference there, and I, kind of narrowed the radio up a little bit, backed off a lot of old settings, and I went on some sites and listened to how they were setting it, so I completely wiped out all mine and reset all my EQs, and here I am.
Well, I tell you what do you think, Travis?
I think it sounds great, and I just rolled up to 05, and I didn't hear not one scratch.
That's what I want. Now, I ain't pushing the amp either now. I ain't got it, cranked up, but it's maybe close to 2/3 cranked.
Sounds great. Just doing plenty, because it's 25 over on me. So, you got it going on. And it'll curb some of those, cover enters that want to blow up. But I know you've done it for us, reset. I know you wouldn't go all the way for them. But, there's a word for that, and I'm guilty of it too. Self-righteousness. It's all right if they do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it don't make no never mind, you live your life, you try to do right, and, we all gonna fall short, everybody, so I just live, live my life and try to be respectful, and don't want to be disrespectful by no means, but I'm not gonna, overexert, I just leave it alone at that note, but anyway, I think about everybody, man, by no means, I don't want to, be disrespectful by any means either at the same time, but I was just running that radio, like I said, for almost 2 years that way.
Oh, yeah, but we all love you. Don't worry about that. You got friends here, and we know who you are.
Yeah, that rude, crude, and socially unacceptable person, a.k.a. old buckshot.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Turn that thing down. I hear you all the way down on channel 1.
Thank you. I'm trying. I want to get to -1.
You picked the channel 1. Yeah, buddy. Now you sound so good. I can't believe it. I'm falling in love with you. It's a brother. Sounds good, Paul, really.
Oh, yeah. I just, it is what it is. I I just wanted it because I tried to get Dan the other night. He had already jumped out. I had to ask him because he's got a guy who got me a little bit more started and rethinking on the tuning. Not that it was just tuning of the amp, but I went beyond the tuning of the amp and on top of retuning the amp because I was always going instead of counterclockwise. I was going. Counterclockwise the way I was going to peak and with the load. And I was, instead I should have went clockwise. So I got that all right and straightened that all out right. And then I went in the radio and, wrote down all the programs and killed the old program and redid the whole thing. So I'm happy. It worked.
Yeah, you have good linearity right now. Damn, that's right. You go counterclock with the load, just a tad, and then tweak it with the tune. And do that a time or two and always kind of dip that load just a little bit, and you should be right in the ballpark. Gives you a little bit more headroom, and you get a good linearity.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Over.
I'm going to the 7-Eleven. I'll be back.
Hey, you jumping out for the night, Travis?
Yeah, for just a few minutes. Maybe permanently, I don't know, but I might come back.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be jumping out too. It's after 1 o'clock too, so it ain't going to be long for me either. So blessings out there to you and your household, man. We'll catch up there. 73 is my friend. KN4 and Jim. Peace.
I look forward to it, Paul. Talk to you later. Hey, Dan, get in the bed. What you doing up so late?
I don't know. I was listening to you. And, Sal, you want to go clockwise on that to set your final stage on your load there. Go clockwise just enough to watch your needle on your meter drop, just the needle width.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah, are you going to turn the heater off, Travis?
I reckon I will. But now on them ceramic tubes, when you're tuning them up, before you go clockwise, you better go counterclockwise and get rid of that grid current. And then finally, just a little bit clock.
Yeah, that's what I got here. That's what I run is all the
Yeah, alright, I'll be back, maybe tomorrow, tonight, who knows. W4WTH.
Oh,
Okay, Travis, have a good one there. I think I'm going to follow you out the door there. I'm about ready to slide out of my chair. So, Sal and Paul, doggone it. Paul, you sound wonderful. You sound marvelous. Okay, anyway. Catch you guys tomorrow night. N9 EVS, we're going to shut it off too.
Alright, Dan, take care of yourself, brother. We'll catch up with you another day. Sometime tomorrow anyway. Getting close to the end of the year. Almost there. And then I get to turn 68 there come Tuesday. Anyway, take care of yourself. Blessings out that way. The household there. KN4 and Jim. Peace.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, go ahead.
Okay. Do you remember the person that said that he couldn't understand me, so forth and so on? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the other night I stopped up there, and he said, I don't know what you did, Sal, but your audio sounds great. I could hear you. I could understand everything you're saying. Well, I said I did tweak a little bit, and I took any outboard equipment out of circuit, and I'm just using the microphone and the parametric and the radio. And whatever you do, just keep it that way. Don't touch it. Anyway, and well, thank you. Thank you very much. But I did tweak it. I did set the radio, and I will leave it the way it is. And I hope that whatever you're looking at and seeing that it looks okay.
It does. It looks good. You got a good signal coming in. You're about 3 wide, and you got a nice sawtooth. It looks like you got all your parametrics set up to give you the best roll off and the best fidelity there. I have a button on my radio. I never told you about because I don't know. I didn't want to hurt your feelings. It's called a raspy button. I push that and it clears it right up.
Well, I hope I don't have too much of the raspiness anymore.
No, you sound good, Sal. It's your voice. It's normal or natural. Well, if it's normal, if you could say you're normal.
That may be a question. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. You know, I have to maybe ask my better half about the normalcy. So,
Maybe not. She might tell you the truth.
yeah, that could be. So maybe we better leave growing up alone.
Good night, everybody. AB, 4B. Hey, Wallace, take care of yourself, brother. God bless you. Safe.
Take care of the clinic up there. We'll talk at you next time. N9 EBS.
Okay, Wallace, you take care. We'll catch you later.
Good day, Sal. I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta let this thing cool down a little bit and then put it to bed. So sounding good. Nice signal. Take care there, and we'll talk at you next time. N9 EBS.
Have a good one. Well, morning. I was going to say good night. Okay. Take care, Dan, and we'll catch you later, maybe sometime tonight. W4SAL 73.
Later on, Dan. Well, later. And so I'm going to be doing the same thing in a minute there. I got to get in the house, man. I'm tired. No, I just had a bad day today, man. Neuropathy bad. I don't know what's going on, man, but you know, feel better tonight there. Hope I wake up tomorrow and feel better too.
Yeah. I'm working on that Jaguar pull. I had a heck of a time getting a fitting for the fuel pump. And finally I got it, so tomorrow I should have that thing running. You know, I've got it running, the motor's running, it sounds good, all that's all good. But man, that freaking fuel pump that's in the tank, and I had to reroute it because I had to put it of course in a filter and another pump. And I had to put a generic in there because the original Jaguar pump, they want like $338 for it. I was like, whoa. You can buy a lot of meat and potatoes with that kind of money. But anyway, tomorrow should be running. But if it's a cold day, I'm not going to screw around with it too much. I just don't like working cold. And anyway, that's about it. So I had to rest up. I think I'm going to pull the switch, maybe make a little bowl of cereal here, and then go from there. You listen around, see what's going on. Paul, take care of the rig. Sounds awesome, man. Great. You got a good radio, too. That DX10 is awesome. So the small brother to this guy.
Yeah, I'm happy with it, Sal. I've always been happy with it. No problem. It was, you know, my buddy's radio there. He sold it to me. I got feelings for it there, but it's just the radio. I enjoy it. It's been a good radio to me, and you know, I'm going to keep it. You know, I got to get the upgrades in it. I just did, you know, so many other projects on my hand there right now. Worried about so much, man, with family issues there, with everything. Mama. Her with the cancer deal, I mean, it's in remission, we're all fine, just other things hit, you know, other family members, you know, a lot of friends, it's been a bad, you know, past several years, the past 3 or 4 years, it's been hard on everybody, you know, so you go through a lot of emotions, a lot of different things that go on in life, but yeah, tomorrow, hope to have a better day where the neuropathy ain't kicking me bad, you know, I don't have the outrageous deadness in my legs, man. It was just a horrible day today, and so I hope to get something accomplished tomorrow, but I probably won't do anything until at least after 12 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon when it warms up. Son's got to work half a day, so he's got a part. He's going to pick up at Bowles or Home Depot. He works right down there in Gainesville, and then when he gets that in here, I'll start finishing up the meter can and start digging that ditch. My other kid will help me out here too. We're going to, you know, try to get that all finished up and then start working on the other projects there. So we're slowly, you know, making something happen there. It just takes time. Anyway, you take care of yourself, and blessings out there to you and Miss Donna, family, and the puppy dogs, which I heard them howling a little while ago. That was funny. And we'll do it again there, brother. You be safe out there. And yeah, I know that the other night had nothing to do with you. I know that's just a personal thing with people. They get, you know, anal sometimes about weird stuff, man. Who knows what's going on in their life too? I ain't worried about it there, but they have issues of their own. They just, you know, take it out on other things too. So who cares? That's them. I got to deal with my own life there, and I can only answer from me anyway. Take care of yourself, brother. Be safe, my friend. We'll do it later more. You and Donna have a blessed one once again. KN4NJM. Peace.
Okay, Paul, it's always a pleasure, man. I'll catch you later, my brother. And like I said, I'm going to fix myself a little night snack. They say you shouldn't be eating at night and then go to sleep. I said, well, I've been doing it most of my life, so I'm still alive, and I'm still okay. But anyway, it's all a pleasure, man. Take care. Catch you sometime tonight, and I hope your wife gets feeling better. She's in our thoughts, our prayers. Told Donna too. So you guys are definitely in our prayers, thoughts, our love, and all that good stuff. Later, bro. W4 sale.
You got it, man. More later.
Check, check.
They even sent me some QSL cards.
Yeah, I was like, where'd these come from? One of them is pretty nice. It's from Mali or whatever that is in Africa. But, no, I didn't even know. I'm like, how does that work?
Oh, they even sent me some QSL cards with my information on it so I could return them.
Holy moly! They didn't do that. Well, you don't have enough wire in there. They know Daniel's got all that wire. It's war.
Oh, they did it because I told them I don't QSL. I said, no, you don't QSL. You can send me a card, but I won't send you one back. I never have. Never will. So it really would be best for you not to bother. So they not only sent me their QSL cards, they sent me some already made out, my name and call and everything on there, so I could fill them out and send them back, which I did do.
Oh, QSL.
Cut that out.
I never matched that Bureau stuff either. Skip, have you?
Well, yeah, I've gotten QSL cards from the Bureau. They've mailed them to me. But I put right on my QRZ page for the QSL information, QRZ and LOTW.
Well, I had made contact a few years ago in South Pacific, French Polynesia Islands. There was some event station one weekend, and I was barefoot. I had my 450 Delta on 20 meters. And I made their website, a little listing and stuff. I could make contact on a Friday and a Saturday, and talked to two different operators at both times. And never got nothing. That was one I wanted to put in with my old one from the 90s. And I never got anything from it. And the QRZ page went inactive. I didn't get anything to write down as far as their call. I should have. It was error on my part. But that was a contact that never worked. And I didn't get my card from them because of me. Well, what I didn't even have any stars to take away from myself back then. Well, maybe the Bureau will send you some. Daniel can hook you up. He's got a connection.
Yeah, I've got to get some cards made up.
I keep telling myself I'm going to, but yeah, I was just looking on here. I've got 138 countries worked. So, how many countries are there in the world?
300 and something.
367 or something. So I got a few to go.
Yep. Keep working on it. You're getting there.
When they built the new Skyway Bridge across the Tampa Bay, I had a bunch of guys in Norway, Finland, Northern Europe that I was their first United States contact. A lot of newbies over there. You know, this was back in the 90s. And I didn't have any QSL cards. Those guys sent some really nice stuff, local maps, and they were all tickled to death even to talk to the state of Florida. Anyway, long story short, I was down, back then you could get all the Florida postcards. And they had a beautiful postcard of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, and that's that cable suspension bridge. It looks like phased monster inverted V's. And that's what I told him, hi, old man, on the back of the card. I sent out a dozen to Northern Europe that summer, and it was hilarious. I was world famous for a while. Well, there used to be a TV station, if you remember, Channel 44, and they used that whenever they'd have their logo, you know, what are their call station signs, and said 44. So when we went over that bridge after they first built it and tore down the other one, my son was in 5th grade, and he said, hey, we're going over the 44 bridge. I remember 44, Dr. Paul Bearer. Oh, I remember Dr. Paul Bearer.
That's interesting you mentioned Channel 44. I helped install the transmitter before, but that was just a few years back in Lima, Ohio. It was a religious station. I think it was W4 PLW, or I can't remember. Anyway, I can't remember the calls. The actual name, number of the station right now, something like that. TLW. 44.
A UHF station. When I was growing up, I remember in the 60s, you know, if you had more than 4 channels, then you were doing good back then. But I remember our TV always showing in the afternoon this religious, like, talk show program came out of Columbus, Ohio. But I can't for the life of me remember the name of that show. It was very, very popular back then, and like I said, I was probably 5 or 6.
I'm trying to come up with some names, and I can't even remember the names of them back then. I remember those shows.
Man, those were good days.
As the world squirms.
Oh, she's squirming.
My outside thermometer is 27.7 degrees. Water and cold.
WIO, Ron, did you make it back? Yeah, I think you're right, Skip. I think he QS wide. Put it down.
There's a drive-by.
I think he'll be back. He was setting sandbagging for the longest time. He decided to key up.
Well, did he sound like a radio station?
Yeah, I had him about 5-10 over. Yeah, he was all right. He came in a little high on frequency, but we got him dialed in. What was that model, Skip? Kenwood 530 or something?
TS 520.
And I ran a 520 for years and years and years. I'm tired of looking at it and give it away.
So that's what Ron's running.
It's good radio.
What the heck was Lou running the other night? He had a 130, wasn't it?
Oh, those things are garbage.
Yeah, it was tinny.
But if it's all you got, then it's what you got. Better than nothing.
Yeah.
By the way, those were good pictures. Those were excellent pictures that you sent, Rick. I saw them in the email earlier. Then I sent you a few pictures. You can look at them whenever you want. They're just some pictures I took. Some of them are from the, if you remember the kittens from last year that I used to protect. Well, we adopted them, and so they're little munchkins. They're funny.
Oh, yeah, man. They're entertaining, man. They're like a TV show. Yeah, I can look at them right now. KE4SXD. Listening.
KT4RM.
Do I have to?
I'll do it for you.
All right.
Now I can't remember it.
KB8OTM.
There you go.
You'll have to excuse me, Daniel. I'm not purposely, intentionally high, but they put me on new medication, and man, I can't think or talk with it. I can't remember. If I look at your call sign right in front of me, I'll screw it up.
Damn. I try to stay away from that kind of medication.
I do too, and they said, well, as your body gets used to it, and that higher buzz feeling will go away. And I'm like, well, I loved it back in the 70s. It does help with the pain, though.
Yeah. I never watched this show called Cops, but I did tonight because I was bored and there wasn't nothing worth watching. It's dumb broad. They arrested Rod for prostitution. Take her in, get her booked, and she gets back out on bond. Don't be son of a bitch if she didn't get busted all over again the very next day. Same broad.
Oh, that's funny. I've seen that happen on them shows, man. It's just total ignorance. Christmas tree pudding, man, looking through the tree, Greg. Got some good pictures. And those twins, man, I tell you what, they were posing for you. And as before, you take some really, really good shots for a photographer to be an amateur.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the ones I think with the cats in the tree, with the cat in the tree, I took that with my phone because we couldn't find Button. Button's the one that's, their mom is a Japanese bobtail, so Button only has a little button for a tail. That's funny because the other one looks more like its dad, which is was a big cat and has our full tail. But I couldn't find Button. And then I heard a noise, and I looked, and I saw something moving in my wife's new Christmas tree. So I had my phone with me, and I looked, and I saw a little eye. And then I said, oh. So I started taking pictures, and it was like, can you see me?
Yeah. Can you imagine? Too bad you wasn't in the room. You know how meticulous they are when they're climbing up. Can you imagine the different shapes and contortions that cat had to do to get up there and get all comfortable?
Yeah, my mom, they was at my guest house, or our guest house, and she said, why do they keep getting in the tree? And I said, when I was out there watching them and watching over their mom and them last year, even late at night, she would take them out and she would teach them how to run up trees and then how to back down the trees. So they love trees.
Makes sense. Skip, he climbs the trees when he walks his dogs over there.
Skip does?
What now? You climb trees when you're walking the dogs.
Oh, no. My days of climbing trees are over.
I'm a little concerned. I haven't seen a rogue cat all day. I fed the cat this morning. No rogue cat. Fed the cats this evening. And no rogue cat. So, the rogue cat is on sabbatical somewhere.
Well, Bill did that for 2 days and 2 nights. I thought he got hit by a car or something. But he moseyed on, looking rough. I don't know if he found a girlfriend or someone was feeding him or let him in the house. But Bill is back. But he's not hanging out as before, Daniel. So maybe Rogue is out catting around.
He's a Bill is back.
It could happen.
Well, hopefully Rogue or Ragchew, however you pronounce it, I hope he finds his way back.
Ragchew.
Well, when I look at the word rogue, I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget Daniel's cat's name, and it looks like Ragchew.
Do Roger. They just say Roger.
Roger. Yeah, I can see the mama cat. She's in the garage. I cut in a small pet door for her in the side door. Not one of my big garage doors. That would be expensive.
And so she goes in there, she has her own automatic heating pad and everything, and so she's in there right now because it's 30-something degrees. It's almost like in the 20s. I think Bill heard you. He's heading that way. I set up Bill and Billy Jean with an old quilt in my shed. Propped the door on both sides. Left a 100-watt bulb burning in there. It was a lot better than being out in the woods. They didn't want anything to do with it. I made Bill his special lawn chair igloo. He spent one night in it. I put dry food in it, trying to get him to like it. And he ate the food and never used it again. And I don't know where he's heading in this cold weather, but he's found someplace. I don't know. Maybe he figured that if the food was in there and the food smell was there, that might open him up to predators or something, because you'd think that he would want to be in there as cold as it's been. Well, we do have one raccoon that comes around. It might have been a predator doing it. He might be on to something. Yeah, freaking raccoons. Man, they, once they know that there's a food source, I mean, they can smell food a mile away. And because every once in a while, there's possums that'll come in through the pet door, and I can hear them munching and crunching, and then the cat is up a little higher on her heating pad, and she's just looking down at it. That's what you need, Skip. A pet door, about a 5 by 5 feet. That way you and the dog can just walk out the wall there by the shack. You don't have to go up to the front door.
Yeah, that's about a foot and a quarter too short.
Well, you can get down on all fours.
Oh, not anymore.
Yeah, just hold the leash in your mouth.
No.
Let me say hallelujah. My neighbors with them freaking loud ass coon dogs, this coon hound or whatever you call them damn things. I haven't heard a sound from over there for a week. Haven't seen a light on over there for a week. All their dog enclosures are gone. I believe they done moved out. Hallelujah. No more barking.
That's the ones that had the stainless steel housing.
Roger, Roger.
Well, let's hope they found a nice home to live at, and you will not see them again.
Oh, they're gone.
I just got a cold nose in my elbow. I'm going to let them out and go to bed. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Have a good one. Well, later today probably. KNJX. See y'all.
All right, good night, Skipper.
Did I run you off?
Not at all.
All right, Skip, well, you have a good night or good morning. Have a great day today. Stay warm, man. KT4RM.
Yeah, I'm from Chicago. This ain't cold.
Oh, yeah, I've been all over Chicago.
Oh, yeah, I grew up in Evanston.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
No, not me. It was good back then, back in the 60s.
What's the last time I was in the Chicago area, where I wasn't in downtown Chicago, it was west of Naperville. What's that, Oswego?
Oh, that's way out there.
Naperville? Yes, sir. That's where KD9 DCW Tennessee Mike now used to live. He had a place in Naperville. He had the winding road of Naperville on his QRZ page.
Naperville's a real nice community. Kind of a right-wing community.
It's got some car lots. It got some cars that you can't even, that are more expensive than a house.
You ain't seen nothing till you get up into Barrington Hills and Barrington.